Semen Piso back once again. I want to talk to you guys about your practices of semen retention. For the ones that are seriously doing it, first of all, every one of us should be seriously doing it. Get into it. If you're not, if you're doing the practice, please hold the energy within. Trust me, you are not. Don't look outside for any mirrors or any reassurances. These people are undisciplined. They cannot help you. They do not know anything about retention. They know nothing about God or Christ. They know nothing about austerity measures on the self. Do not look to the people of the world for help. Now, when you are on this practice of semen retention, you are going to realize that a lot of things are going to be happening to you. You're going to be saving that energy, and even though you're going to have more cutting edge in your places of work, in your conversations, in your thinking at home, you're going to have more energy than usual. You're not tired. You're not doing the coffee anymore. The alcohol is not interesting anymore. The drugs and the smoking cigarettes and the weed are just not feeling it anymore. You're going to realize that there's going to be a chastening in your life that's happening from some mysterious force. Things are not going to go your way in real life in terms of you having a personal desire to maybe get a different line of work, or maybe go to a different country and travel for a little bit, or maybe have the friend that you wanted to have be friends with. All of that stuff. Things are just not going to work. You're going to be nice with the people of the world. You're going to feel an elation in your spirit because you are on semen retention. That light is getting built inside of you. Right? And you're gonna think that people are going to be reacting to you how you feel, but you're gonna realize that you are shining like a bright light, a lamp, a lighthouse, a lantern. Too bright a shine draws eyes of envy. The world is going to hate you. You're gonna get a lot of negative responses, and things are not gonna go your way, as I've been saying before. That doesn't mean that you're doing the wrong thing. That just means that God is chastening you very, very strongly. Let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you all, guys. Let's get into it. Let's go. For me, I'm going to talk about my personal experience. A lot of things have not been going my way in life. I'm not going to tell you about my personal ambitions until they've come to fruition, because I want to show you guys what faith brings about, right? What faith in doctrine, religious doctrine, and what faith in bodily discipline brings about. And so a lot of things don't go my way. I walk everywhere in the street. I'm going to leave recording this video right in a probably a couple minutes or an hour or so after I'm finished relaxing, and 100 people are going to try to bump into me. A lot of people are going to try to be humiliating to me. A lot of people are going to pretend I'm not there. I'm going to be stared at. A lot of people are going to try to cross the street and bump into me. People are going to try to get physical with me for no reason. It has happened on the way here. It's going to happen on the way out of here. It's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen a week from now, because I don't plan to leave the precepts of God. That's just what's going to happen. And that's just a natural byproduct of following God, of being disciplined, of having an austerity measures upon yourself, of having a voice that is speaking and proclaiming and broadcasting the words of God. It's going to happen. People are going to hate you. That's going to be natural. I'm fine with it at this point. I don't seek any violence towards the people of the world. The world is of the world. I know them. I know their spirits. I know their hearts. I know their ambition. I know the reason behind their ambition. It's of a dark nature. It's okay. God is going to deal with you. The thing is, what I want to bring home in this video specifically is that I don't want you to backslide on your ways and disciplines of semen retention just because the world is not giving you the response that you desire. That desire of a good response from the world is of heathen quality and is of selfish natures. Because you are good, you want the world to be good. There's no act of selflessness in that. You are doing good to receive good, and so it is not of a pure nature. If everyone received good due to their good actions, then everyone would be good, right? We do good because it is objectively the correct thing to do. When there's someone weak and ignorant and meek about the ways of anything, the world, religion, or anything, and you have those ways and knowledge in you, you are supposed to open your hand outstretched and lift them up. It doesn't matter if they're of a different color or of a different religion or of a different banner, whatever. You must help them. That is your obligation of having being someone with a lot of energy, blessed by God, due to your austerity measures, and having the knowledge. People in the world lost that because they seek to build only for themselves. But that's the world. You don't hate them, you just pray for their deliverance and their eventual ascension. Everyone will ascend, we hope. And so you need to understand, because you're doing the objectively right thing, you're going to be hated. People are not going to like you. That's just the way the world is. They're going to keep their motives and their true intentions towards you clandestine and covert, because they want to seem good because you're broadcasting good. But in reality, they don't like you. What's going to happen to you is that you're going to have a lot of disagreements. You're going to have a lot of separation. You're going to have a lot of isolation. me personally, like I said, it's about to be 8 months of pure isolation. I have no friends, I have no family, and I'm not seeking to change that anytime soon unless people are coming with the same amount of discipline that I have, with the same viewpoints as I have towards discipline. Not necessarily the same viewpoints towards things in life, but I want them to be disciplined. I want them to think about sex as something that's very, very sacred and only reserved for someone very, very special and that's tried, instead of something that you just share with anyone because you want to satisfy physical pleasure and that the world broadcasts this way. That's not it. You want to seek people that are like-spirited like you, right? That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's important. You are going to receive a lot of consequence for being a good person. The world will hate you. That hate is going to come in myriad shades, myriad colors, myriad people. You are going to wake up some mornings without the will to get out of bed because you already know you're carrying that light in you and you already know how people are going to respond to you. You are going to be afraid of speaking out or helping that person in public transportation because the last couple times you did it, they said no, they just ignored you and they did something else anyway that showed that they needed your help, but they just didn't want to take the help from you for whatever reason it may be. You're going to understand that people are just going to step on your shoes, bump into you, knock into you, hate you. You can feel the hate radiating from them and you don't understand why they hate you. This is what's going to happen when you follow this path of semen retention. This is what's going to happen when you follow that path of God. I'm trying to reassure you that when you receive this hate, when you receive this anger, when you receive this indignation from the people, that's good. You're going on the right path. You are finally done well. That is the most direct sign from God that you are walking the right path. You're going to see some repeating numbers as well. You're going to see some special numbers as well. Maybe you'll see 13, like I do, a lot. Maybe you're going to see a lot of repeating numbers, which I've been seeing for the past 6 months, by the way, on this entire journey of isolation. It's going to happen. You're going to have very vivid dreams. I want to tell you, by the way, don't tell anyone your dreams. The people are of the world, they're of darkness. The dreams that are coming through you came to the prophets as well, came through the apostles as well, as a gift from God because they followed his ways. You do not give your visions to anyone else because it's for you alone. You will be given the faculties and the ability to perceive and analyze those dreams. You don't give it to the world. That's giving jewels directly to the pigs. No. I want you guys to stay confident. Do not take anything, any drugs, don't drink alcohol, don't take anything external to try to help you deal with what the world is giving you. That's artificial, it's fake, it's false, it's ersatz. That's not the real thing. What you need to do is feel the grieving, feel the sadness, feel the despair, walk around, put your hands in water, drink cold water. Do not take what they're giving you. Do not listen to what they're telling you. Don't smoke what they're giving. Do not do anything that they tell you to do. It is all incorrect. Go outside in nature, feel the energy in the air, pray, speak out loud to God, to yourself. Understand the connection, connect with him. Understand the fruits of the individuals that are trying to give you advice. If they're overweight, they have blemishes in their skin, they look good, they have their tattoos, they have jewels on, they have these gems that are trying to augment their energy. They're all false. They're all manifestations and emanations of that dark one trying to dissuade you from having the conviction of strength, of religion through God, of discipline. They're not your friends. They're not your sisters. They're not your allies. You need to understand, please, I constantly stress this because it's the most important. I've seen so many people discard their way on YouTube or in general in life on their semen retention practices. They've given up. They're taken by the world. They're taken by the things of the flesh. The people or the world are able to tempt them, and they have not done a fraction of the work that you have done. Semen retention is the ultimate practice. There is no if and buts. There's no indirect way. You have to believe in that. Pray to some black cube in Mecca, and then put your hand on the wall and confess your faith to the Judaist faith. You don't need to do any of that to reach the kingdom of heaven. You do not need to do that to have blessings and touches from God. What you need to do is discipline yourself. What you need to do is have love for your neighbor, even though they hate you. You need to pray. You need to constantly refine your spirit. Try to find out what are the blemishes in your soul that's preventing you from getting higher. You have to try to have faith. Have faith in God. Have faith in the future. Have faith in your future. Have faith in yourself. Do not be selfish. Be selfless. Help the people of the world. Be disciplined. Have austerity measures. You will find the way. Stay on semen retention. Do not do what everyone else is doing. Those gifts that you are seeing manifest based off the gods that they follow, these demons that they put on their skin, these invocations to those demons that they do in dark corners for wealth, for riches, for networking, for success in the world, it's of a short-lived reward. They all have forfeited themselves, and so at the end, when the judgment comes, when the harrowing and the reaping of souls have come, they will have to answer to that. That's all. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they have in this world. Trust me, I have given up everything. I don't try to battle anyone on this planet. Never did, really. I don't care. Like, I really don't. The people hate me because I preach the word of God. I preach the word of semen retention, but I don't hate them. That's the way that the world is. That's what they've chosen. And that's cool. We all have choice in the world. I'm not a judge. God is the judge. He told us what we have to do. He told us how we have to live. And so I'm gonna live that way. I don't like fire. I only like fire when it's purifying the impurities of my soul. That's when I like fire. Worship God. Follow his precepts. The Levitical law reigns supreme. The way of the second covenant reigns supreme. These are ways that you have to follow in order to rise. Do not eat what the heathen eat. Do not drink what they drink. That pork it's banned of Levitical law. You still see people of the Jewish faith eating it. You still see people of the Christian faith eating it. That's banned. Do not eat pork. That stuff it's filthy. Do not eat shrimp. Do not drink alcohol. Don't smoke weed. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't do drugs. Do not try to make any invocations to any forces that are demons of stone, that are demons of the underneath the world, underneath the earth, right? Do not make any promises or covenants with dark forces. It's very easy to not do this. You know what I mean? The world I understand it. I get it, guys. I'm speaking from a little bit, not a higher point of view where I'm better than you or superior in some point, but it's just that due to my practices of semen retention, due to me loving the world, and even though they don't like me and they try to humiliate me, even though I'm not trying to persuade them of anything, I'm just sort of living my life. I see where they are. I see where I've been. And I understand that what the world tries to show you is that having material wealth is great. Having the chains, the girls, the tattoos of the triple crosses at the place of Golgotha when the thieves and Jesus Christ was crucified, but you still go to the club and you still are taking on to fornication. I understand that that's cool. I understand that, guys. It's cool to be in an environment where you're hanging out and then everyone's talking about that girl that he slept with, or that girl he's trying to manipulate, or that alcohol that he's trying to buy at a low rate, trying to exploit the son of a father that's a magnet of an alcohol company, and the father's just trying to train the son in business matters, and the son gets manipulated by this evil guy that just seeks to exploit, just to drink, just to have pleasure for short term, just to keep fornicating, just to keep putting your soul deeper in darkness. Like, I get it. That's cool. That's what the people of the world do. I get it, wearing like the tight shirts. You're going to the gym and you only exercise for aesthetics. You don't exercise for mobility and prolonging of the vessel that God gave you due to genetics, due to fornication after fornication, gestation period after gestation period, deliverance of children after deliverance of children, experiences of life being tried by the Most High in order to be your finest self, to have the best progeny. I understand that you don't care about that kind of stuff. You want to be cool. You want to be celebrated by the world. I get it. Buying nice cars in credit, where you're in debt forever, just to try to flex to the girl that vapes, that has tattoos all over her leg, that's taking on a fornication, that you are the man of the hour, you're the man of the year, and she deserves your attention, or you deserve her attention. I get it. That's cool. I get it, man. I understand it. I saw that as something hollow. I saw that as something sacred once upon a time, until I logically started to see life. Until I logically started to see the people of the world and understand the trajectories of their hearts. I get it. Seriously, I was there. Guys, I was young too. I grew up in New York. I know this stuff. I understand it. I understand where you have the gold, the Cuban link. You walk in, you just had a vape. You just smoke weed too. You're feeling elated. You just saw something on Instagram after you scrolled for 3 hours that you shouldn't care about the people of the world. It's about you, me, selfish, solipsism. It doesn't care. God only serves me. God loves me. I don't have to follow any rules. I have to do whatever I want. I just care about gold and hoarding things, miser-like activity. And you go inside the jewelry store, you try to get a Cuban link bracelet, you try to scam the poor man that knows all the cost of the jewelry and has no plans or no intention to try to barter with you. The price is what the price is. You try on the gold chain a lot. You remember your father on how he was destitute of gold, of material wealth, and so buying a gold chain to show off to all the girls that are fallen shows that you have triumphed over the world, right? You have gained success. You are the champion of life. I get it. I know. I understand your hearts. I really do. I understand the intention of your hearts. I truly, deeply do. But understand that all these things that I just mentioned, the aforementioned things that the world chases for success, it doesn't work. It's not sustainable long term. They hate God. Like, imagine you mentioned God, you mentioned Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about invocation of demons. Let's talk about gold. Let's talk about things of the world that are actually here, that matters today and tomorrow, not in the world to come. I get it, dude. I understand it. But this is what they worship, and that's cool. You need to love them just like that, like any other person. But you don't hang out with them. You don't accept their ways. You don't drink what they have to offer you. You don't walk with them in the club. It doesn't matter if they're 59 or they're 39. They hate the word of God. They hate the semen retention. They hate discipline. They only care about material wealth. They want to exalt themselves above the Most High. That's their religion. That's their truth. I keep saying this in so many of my videos because I want you guys to understand how real it is. You will not get help on this planet. You will not be walked with on this planet. You will not have your hand held. The safe spaces that exist for the people of the world, where they can go home and escape the stress of dealing with customers that have their own experiences in life, right, that are just like you, and then falling into the arms of a loved one who only cares about material wealth and only understands sex and love through physical channels and physical tunnels. You're embraced by that, and you only understanding being embraced physically as some sort of catharsis to the ails of your spirit, manufactured by your misunderstanding of God, is comforted by that embrace. I get it, man. You're not gonna see any sort of comfort here. You will not find any solace here. There will be no fortress separating you from the things of the world. The things that happen outside will happen inside as well. There's no escape. When you follow God, when you start putting the austerity measures on yourself, when you start being hated by the world, when you start to hate the darkness of the world, and you carry that in your spirit, when you start to walk through your places of work, and you're not stressed, you're not feeling like everyone else, when you're not taking on a fornication, when you go through darkness, through crowds where people are operating from their basis, most sacral chakra level type of level, and you're not affected by it, you don't understand how people are affected by it, that's how you know you have risen. God has grabbed you by the neck. There's no escape now. You can go dive into a den of harlots in Pattaya, Thailand, or in Colombia, or in Brazil, and you will not be touched at all. Of course, you don't touch them. You follow the precepts. Don't fornicate with the darkness. But you can walk through that and you will not be affected. God will pull you out. There will be an accident. There will be an explosion in the blasted place of debauchery. And it will separate you from darkness because you are following his precepts and you're broadcasting his way through your spirit and through your actions. There's no escape from God now. So follow his way, guys. Be celibate, be concentrated, love the people of the world. Don't worship anything that they worship, please. Do not smoke when they smoke. Do not do drugs how they do drugs. Do not buy cars just for the sake of exalting yourself above all others. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't. It really doesn't. There is no satiating of your soul. There is no slaking of your spiritual thirst when you follow their way. Just letting you know. You don't have to listen to me. You can just figure this out for yourself. Experiment, right? This is what the people of the world like doing. So experiment. Try semen retention for 90 days. Don't look at adult film content. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke. Don't do drugs. Do not be taken on a fornication. Don't go into places of their worship where it's just women that are scantily dressed, men that have their shirts out, that have all these Bible quotes, but they're taking on the fornication. They're taking on the violence. They're taking on the vengeance, right? Their brotherhood is based off inversions of religious doctrine. Right, all their sororities that they follow, all their secret societies that they pledge covenants and oaths to, right? Their brothers, right? They fight for. They only seek power, gentlemen. They only seek reigning. They only seek control and domination over the ignorant. That's it. They don't care about uplifting everyone's spirit and minds into a higher level, so we can maybe not be so susceptible to the predatory nature of the capitalist magnates of the world. They don't care about that. They don't. They don't. Save yourself. Build up your soul. Stay celibate for 90 days. Do not drink. Do not smoke. Do not be taken onto their ways. You will see exactly what I'm seeing. And read the Bible, please. That's the ultimate book. It will teach you everything. No fornication, no nothing. No darkness. Don't spread evil. But understand their ways. Understand evil. So you can know how to get away from it. And with that being said, that's all I have to say today, you guys. If you guys enjoy that kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with some peers. Do not ever let this place get you down. What's good is evil. What is evil is good. This world has inverted everything. And if I'm telling you, I keep saying, you may think that I'm telling you an untruth, or it's the ramblings of some man in the midst of New York City, one of the most occultic cities on the face of this planet, right? You can think that I'm nuts, but follow these ways on your own. Follow these doctrines for yourself. Read the book of Job for yourself. Read the book of Daniel. Daniel was in the midst of the enemy, the ones that hated the children of Israel. What did he do? He was given meat. And the king at that time was he understood the God, the King of Kings. He understood the God of Israel and the powers and the blessings thereof. He sought to manipulate them. What did he do? He said, let me try to find out the children of Israel that have these special gifts so they could foretell and be oracles for me. That's what they did. What did Daniel do? He didn't understand that was happening. He still followed the will of the God, the King of Kings. He forsook every single bit of meat, method, habit that the heathen did. He was given dreams. He interpreted those dreams, and then he was given the visions of Jesus Christ himself after he ascended the second time, when he came to judge the world. That's in the Old Testament. This is Daniel. Follow Daniel. Read the book of Daniel. Read all of the books of Paul. When he's speaking to the Ephesians, the Colossians, when he's speaking to the Romans, when he's speaking to his sons in Christ, listen to what he's saying. Flee fornication, flee evil, flee the idea of financial and economic manipulation. Don't be taken onto their ways. Don't tattoo your skin. I'm telling you, this is the one thing I regret. I hate my tattoos. I should have never gotten my tattoos. That's the only thing in this life I regret. Do not be taken onto their ways. They are heathen. These people, the men and women alike, men are more heathen than they're both actually the equal level of heathen. The men will seek to manipulate you. They're going to see your strength and they're going to seek to bandwagon off your strength. They're going to see exactly where you are spiritually and try to manipulate you into doing their purpose, which is dark and which is short term, which is fornication ultimately. The women are going to seek to take your energy from you, right? And then just use it for themselves, for short-term pleasure, for manipulation, for obfuscation of information, for the utilization and fortification of their covenants with darkness. I love you all, guys. Stay radiant. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Woo!